Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And I recorded this, and then I decided not to use that recording, but we're still going to use the screen because I can't access it anymore. But we are officially within an 8-day countdown for the 2.5 anniversary. We got 8 stamina potions right here, corresponding to 8 days left. I assume they're going to continue that trend, and we'll get 7 of something, and 6 of something, and 5 of something. But we are now within 10 days, 8 days, of the official quote-unquote start of the 2.5 anniversary. In case you are confused, because I haven't mentioned it enough, they like to split it up between different months. So on the 9th, we will get a live stream that will have, I assume, the new meta units, and it will show off a bunch of things. Let me go find that link really fast. Here it is. So on April 9th at 4 a.m. my time, Pacific time, we will have this live stream with Rimaru's VA. I can only assume that, this is counting down to that. And then, based on that information, we have this right here that was in the data mine that says the 2.5 anniversary Super Isekai Reverie Part 1 banner starts at noon UTC on the 9th, which, translated into time zones, is 5 a.m. my time. So we're going to go from a 4 a.m. live stream to a 5 a.m. banner drop. So we have not a lot of time left before this officially starts. Now, this part 1 right here will be connected to the Primal Demon meta that's currently going on, the Diablo and the Violet. I have to assume it's going to be a Blanc and a Jean because waifu bait more than anything else. They want to drain our crystals, and you know how they do that? Waifus. Also, I don't think we would get another guy who is blue orb focused and physical, because we already have a guy that is blue orb focused and physical, and it feels kind of like a waste to do that. We have Jean and Blanc, who are magic, technically blue orb based, but magic. So it would make more sense to get like a space Blanc and a earth Jean, maybe, I don't know, more than anything else. But we need to wait for this to see what actually comes out. But they did drop some bait for us to lead up to the live stream and the part 1 Super Isekai Reverie, which I don't know what a Super Isekai Reverie is. And a normal Isekai Reverie is a 5% rate up instead of 4. So a Super might be 6%. Who knows? We've never had one before, so I have nothing to base it off of. But they dropped this Mitzvah, SHIZU, and HINATA, who technically, again, came out for the 2nd anniversary. If we bring up the release date spreadsheet that I have, they came out as the halfway mark of the Wielder of Magic meta with Shinsha and Milim. So it'll be the Halloween units, essentially, is what they came out for. So they're going to do the exact same thing, where they put out the first double banner. This will be Violet and Diablo, essentially. And then they're going to wait a while, and then they'll drop another double banner, and it will finish and complete that team. So Shinsha, this Halloween Shinsha right here, and then her protector, Halloween Milim, right here. So they came out, 2 weeks went by, and then SHIZU and HINATA came out. And while they were technically labeled as 2nd anniversary part 1, they were still part of the Wielder of Magic meta. That is what's going to happen here with Blanc and Jean, or what I assume is Blanc and Jean. It's going to be Primal Demon related, but be labeled 2.5 Annie Part 1. And then the next month, so the end of April on the 25th, going through May, is going to be the actual, like, Part 2 of the anniversary, but the real meat and potatoes of the Annie, with the triple featured unit banner. So hopefully that's not super confusing. I know it is, and that's not my fault. It's the dev's fault for doing it in such a shit way. But, again, in order to bait us, SHIZU and HINATA came out. And SHIZU is not that great. HINATA can be very good. She's a very, very solid, very, very versatile support unit, because she buffs any element by 50%. So space, earth, wind, light, dark, doesn't matter. You get a 50% attack buff. Awesome. SHIZU has a very strange gimmick of resetting skill costs once. So kind of like Overlord Rimuru or Vengeance Velzard or Dark Veldora, they can reset skill costs down by 20 points, so at like 1 usage. She can only do it once though. And then the rest of her kit is not really that impressive. They dropped a banner for them that ends conveniently on the 9th. So it correlates to the release of the half anniversary. There's just one small, teeny little problem with this bait banner. Actually, there's two teeny little problems with this bait banner. There's no pity, right? You look at the Diablo banner and you have this bizarre points times 20 down here, and you look at this banner and there ain't no bizarre points. All right, there's no pity for this Shizu and Hinata. So no matter how many multis you throw, because you're missing Hinata and you really want her, you may not ever get her. And there's no way to guarantee it. And you may not ever get her because if we take a look at the rates, which, a side note, this banner is full of EX Shizus and Hinatas. So, I mean, that's cool and all. But taking a little bit closer glance, this is the Shizu. This Shizu up here. At a 0.042%. The same as OG release Ranga, or OG Space Rimuru, which means that they don't have a rate up. So there's no pity and no rate up for Shizu or the Water Hinata. Which leads me to say, if you summon on this, you are actually a fucking idiot. And there's no way to sugarcoat that. You're gonna summon in a gacha game on a banner, in a gacha game that has pity, on a banner with no pity and no rate up for the actual featured characters. Actually, you can't even call them featured, because they're not. They're just here. They happen to be put in a banner. Have fun. No. No, 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 no. Anybody who summons on this is an idiot. And you deserve to lose crystals. And that's the sad fact of it. They're baiting us for 9 days until the release of the part 1 of the 2.5 anniversary. One character is not really that good to begin with. And one character, is useful, but is not necessary, because you can just put other supports in her place, and she'll work. Space Millum is the space buffer for Diablo. And while she's not physical, not a primal demon, she's still going to buff Diablo by 50%. Awesome. This Hinata will do that. Sure, yeah, cheaper, easier, because she'll buff everybody, but she's not rate up. And you can't guarantee a copy of her. So, do I really, really need to tell you that you should not summon on this banner? I feel like I shouldn't have to, but there's still going to be people that are going to ask the question, oh, this new banner, they look so cool, should I summon? And the answer is, fuck no. Fuck no. Okay? No rate up, no pity. Big time banner with super Isekai revelry rates, whatever that means, is coming in 9 days. I don't really care if you're not that impressed with Diablo and Violet. To be honest, I'm not really either. They're fun. They do a lot of damage, sure, but only on their team. It doesn't mean I'm going to switch instantly and summon on this banner. We got to see what I assume this Jean and Blanc are going to do. Or we got to see what the end of the banner, or the start of the next month, next meta on the 25th is going to be, and see how broken those characters are. This is not a banner. And I don't think there's going to be a single hardcore, player out there that would tell you, yes, this is worthy. There are a lot of people that do not like my opinions on summoning, which is fine. They're entitled to their opinions. But I don't think there's going to be anyone out there, regardless of how they feel about me, that would be like, this is a good banner. Summon on this banner. Don't do it. Don't listen to them. If they do say it, don't do it. This is not what you want to summon for in a gacha game. Okay? And there's no easier way for me to say it. So that's my PSA video for you. Do not touch this banner. You can look at it. Do not press this recruit button. I don't care if you're doing a single or if you're doing a multi. It ain't worth it. It's a waste of crystals. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.